welcome to another dose of workshop wisdom with Bike Social. I'm Jim Lindsay, and today we're going to be talking about batteries. There are three types of battery: conventional lead acid, sealed, maintenance free, comes in three different types, and lithium ion. A modern motorbike places a huge demand on batteries. We've got ABS, we've got traction control, all stuff we didn't have in the past, so the choice of battery and the maintenance of battery is more important than ever. Conventional lead acid. It's cheaper than others. It's a must if you've got a classic bike and you want to keep it looking original. It also has disadvantages, weight, and you can only mount it the right way up. And you have to worry about the vent as well. It's got to be properly routed, because if it overcharges and drops acid on your frame or anywhere else, you won't be too happy about it. Sealed, maintenance free, bit more expensive, but you can mount it any way up you like because it won't leak. Comes in three different types. It's ordinary wet fill, gel fill, and a third version called absorbed glass mat. And lithium ion, the relatively new kid on the block. It's incredibly light. You can mount it anywhere you like. For greater power than the other two I've shown you, it's very, very small, so it's suitable for special builders. Disadvantages, well, it's pretty expensive, 250 quid this one, and they don't hold charge as well when they're attached to the bike as the other two do. On the other hand, if you want to leave this on the shelf for 2 years, it will still hold as much charge now as it did when you bought it new. So, how do you test a battery? First of all, you need a little bit of kit to do it. It's only pocket money though. Got a multimeter here. This is quite a nice one, but you can get them for anything up to a tenner for a reasonable one off eBay. Or you can use something like this, about 30 quid. Dedicated battery tester does it all for you. Let's do some testing. First of all, we're going to use a multimeter. Set it to direct current, 0 to 20 volts. One probe, a red one on the positive terminal, black one on the negative terminal. And this battery, 12 volts, that's pretty much on the edge of being discharged there. Let's have a look at the next one. So here we go. And yeah, I can see 13.1 volts, that's in the healthy range. Should be up to about a maximum about 13.2 static. And let's go to the lithium ion. Again, yeah, we've got 13.2. Ideally, fully charged lithium ion should be 13.6, but 13.2, it'll still start your bike. Okay, so let's see what the charging output is now then on the KTM here. You are looking for something around about 14 volts or more, but less than 15 volts. So put the multimeter across the battery after you've started the engine, and let's see what we get. We saw around about 14.2 volts there. I'm happy with that, it's good and healthy. Anything that's sort of over 15 volts, you're in trouble. Anything below 12 volts, you're also in trouble. And normally the problems will then be in the charging system, and most likely suspect will be the regulator rectifier unit. If you're going to lay your bike up over the winter and you've got a lead acid battery, you really should keep it on charge all the time. So I prefer to use a charger that has a recovery feature built into it as well. Whether the battery is on or off the bike, connect it up and leave it there, so come the spring your battery will be maintained at the optimum level and it'll be ready to roll the minute you start. If you've got a lithium ion battery and you take it off the bike, a lithium ion battery will hold its charge on the shelf right until the spring. However, if you want to leave it on the bike, then connect it to a specific lithium ion battery charger, and that will keep it at optimum performance all the time. Because if you leave it connected, there might be other drains on it. Say if your ECU is connected all the time on your particular bike, and that could end up with a flat battery in the spring. This is what happens if you don't look after your battery. Tick, 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 fuel pump going. Dead as a doornail. So what is the best battery for your bike? Most of the time, for day-to-day riding, you're better off with a maintenance-free sealed battery. The absorbed glass mat type, which is one most manufacturers use nowadays, is the best of those. If you're really concerned about weight, or you haven't got much space to mount the battery, then by all means go for lithium ion, but do make sure that you use the right charger, that your charging system's compatible, in other words it doesn't make more than 15 volts, and that you've got the money to afford it, because they're quite expensive. I use the KTM all the time and it runs a lithium ion battery, so I'm going to pop it on charger now so it's ready for my next ride. If you do want to lay your bike up and take the battery off and charge it, make sure that you undo the negative terminal first. This applies to any time you remove the battery. It avoids the risk of a short circuit between the positive terminal and the frame. So let's plug the device up. All ready to roll. And that's it from Workshop Wisdom this time. See you on the next show. I'm off to charge my teacup.